Here is Sabrina the Teenage Witch Annual Spectacular #1. This is a one-shot from Archie Comics, which will be released on Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. I'm recording this on Sunday, September 1st. The reason I got it early is because it was part of my Archie Comics mail subscription. I've talked in previous videos about my Archie Comics subscription. I think in the last video I mentioned this one shot and I wasn't sure if it would be part of the subscription or not. So this actually came in the mail, I think, on Friday. So really early. So that's one of the perks sometimes of having a subscription, when sometimes the issue comes early. You know, sometimes it comes late, sometimes it comes early. Anyways, I wasn't sure if this was going to be part of the subscription, so I was very pleased when it was. Now, the thing is that this new character is introduced. A lot of times in these one-shots, they will introduce a new character to the Archie universe. This character is called Mother Striga, which is kind of an awkward sounding name. She's the original witch. She's like this evil witch who's introduced. Now, the lead stories will usually have a 5-page, will be the first 5 pages of the comic. That will be the new story, and then the rest of the issue is reprints. Now, the way they're doing it with this is the Mother Striga chapter is like the first 5 pages, and then it will be continued. Part 2 will be in a Archie Halloween Spectacular that comes out next month. And then the final part, Part 3, will be in a Josie and the Pussycats one-shot. So there'll be 5 pages here, 5 pages in there, and 5 pages in the Josie and Pussycats. And that way you get a whole 15-page story. Now, personally, I kind of would have liked if this had all been one big story, because reading this one, it does kind of give you a feeling of like it leaves you wanting more. The art in this is done by Stephen and Lily Butler, and it's beautiful. It's beautifully drawn. It's really detailed. It has a different style than the classic Sabrina type style, which has more of a big Dan DeCarlo type style. This one's much more detailed, and so it's sort of in between like classic Archie and like a more serious type style. Now I'm only going to show the first 3 pages of the two. There's 2 more pages, but I'm not going to show that because the new story only lasts 5 pages, and I do recommend picking the comic up, buying it. I should probably show the price on here. It's on the back cover. $3.99 is what it says. And there's Salem the cat looking really cute. And these are some panels from inside the comic. And just so they're what it's about. A really cool cover. Like I said, cool story. But the story does leave you wanting more. You know, this new story sort of, you sort of, once you get to the last page, you're like, that's it? I wish I would have gotten more. So it's too bad. I don't know why Archie does it this way, that they only do 5 pages at a time. Maybe because they're, too cheap to, pay for new material. It's kind of sad if that's the case, but I really wish they just had, just a full story, just all like this, all one thing. Now, they did do that with Archie the Decision last month. So, anyways, we're going to jump ahead. I skipped those last 2 pages. And then you have a classic Archie Sabrina story. Now, these reprints, they don't say where they're from. They should have it here where it says stories. They just list everybody's credits. And John Goldwater is listed twice. Some of these people are listed twice. But what they ought to do is have the credits here, and it would list at least where the stories originally appeared from, or at least have an editorial page list. Because I had to kind of look these up in the Grand Comics database to see that they were all from like 1970s issues of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And they're all right. Kind of makes you wonder why they chose these particular stories. Is it simply because they happen to have the, photo stats of the original art to shoot from, or what? This one's penciled by Bob Bowling, who's one of my favorite Archie artists. It's an all right story. This one, I didn't understand why Aunt Hilda has a gray dress instead of her traditional blue dress. I don't know what that's about. But I'm not a huge Sabrina fan, so I don't really know. I haven't read a ton of Sabrina comics, so maybe that is something that she also wears the gray dress too, in addition to the blue one. I don't know. So and this story, Strange Love, when I looked it up, it turns out this is actually from the first issue of Sabrina from like 1971, Sabrina #1, where she tries to get Archie to show affection for her to create jealousy for her boyfriend. It's funny. Big Ethel is shown here. It's this is like the traditional Big Ethel look. She doesn't look like that anymore. She looks kind of like Jughead in these. Which is too bad. They kind of made her look more feminine in a way, I guess, because it was kind of cool to have a character, Archie character, that was so unique looking. Not your typical, feminine looking character. Like, especially since so many of the Archie female characters look so much alike. Anyways, the fact that she's able to control Archie's emotions and make him fall in love with her and so forth like that is kind of disturbing in a way. Why didn't she just make her boyfriend love her that way? On the other hand, that's like, manipulative and weird. And then you have the editor's page here, where it shows like an early draft version of the cover, and it shows how part 2 is going to be in the Archie Halloween Spectacular, and then part 3 is in that Josie Spectacular, or Annual, or whatever it's called. There's the ads for them. October 2nd is when this Archie Halloween Spectacular comes out. Now, this should be part of my subscription as well. Like I said, I don't know if Josie and the Pussycats will be part of it. Hopefully it is, because it's part 3 of the storyline. And then you have an ad for the facsimile editions. Betty and Me number 16. I already did a review of that in one of my YouTube videos. And then the next one, excuse me, is this Veronica one. Now, the funny thing is that comes out September 25th. The funny thing is they've been putting the original price tags on the covers of these facsimile editions. And it kind of makes me wonder if that will ever cause confusion at comic shops, people thinking it's only going to be $1.25 when the price is going to be on the back cover. And that's that. I enjoyed the issue, and I do recommend it, especially if you're a Sabrina fan. It's not anything spectacular, really. But it's an enjoyable, fun Archie comic, like they used to make. And they still make them. So thanks for watching.